Well, you'll never guess what I did. I hit the wrong button. Let's try this again. All right, now I've got to put this in my holder. Make sure you can see. There we go. All right, let me get my computer straight and see, because that way if there are any comments come in. Okay, I got the computer back. Of course, now it's buffering. All right. I'm not certain what's going on. Let me go back. I might have to try this again. All right. So I went back to the main page. Let's see if I'm on there. Yep, I think I got. It keeps saying that it's interrupted. I don't know if it says I'm live. Oh. I think I got it. I think I got it now. Yep, I do. Finally. Okay, here's the card we're going to make today. Isn't it cute? And look at those flowers. Isn't it lovely how you can get all those colors in one flower? And it's so easy. But the other day when I created my baby wipe piece, and this is the one I made the other day, I had so much left over after I did this one that I made this one, and I used a different flower. Then I decided, well, let's see what it looks like with a dragonfly. So I stamped the wings of the dragonfly back behind it, and then on the paper, and then stamped the overlay on top, and then used my framelit and cut it out. And I created this card. And then I did it with the butterfly. So there's lots of stamps you can use it with. The key is your stamp needs to be mainly solid. It doesn't have to be all solid, but mainly solid. So it does. Oh my gosh, you've got to be kidding me. Of all things, good grief. I had put this on Do Not Disturb, and why is it coming through? All right, somebody had said to put it on, oh, you get to see my lovely craft room as I'm in transition mode. This one is going to be crazy. All right, I got it back. Now, all right, going on. You need a solid stamp. The photopolymer you can do it with, but there is a trick. So, I'm going to take this out because this is dried. Now, once you make this, you can save it in a plastic container. I would find something that's small and flat like this to put it in and put a cover on it, and you can use it for a couple of days. So I left mine open and out, so it's not good. So the first thing you need is a baby wipe, and you need to, your baby wipe needs to be fairly moist. If it's not moist, your ink isn't going to spread, and it's not going to do as well. All right, so mine's very moist because I added water to it just to play it safe too. All right, so you fold your baby wipe in half, and then you're going to take re-inkers. I'm using Crushed Curry, which is a yellow, Cherry Cobbler, which is a red, and Island Indigo, which is a blue. And I'm going to start with my Crushed Curry, and you're going to put dots of color all over. Now what you want to do when you're putting these down is think about your stamps. See, my stamp will fit because I'm going to fill that in. So you have to make sure you put enough that you have the space that you need for your stamp to totally cover. And now I'm going to go back and I'm going to add some red various places, and we'll go back and fill it in all over. So you're just going to keep adding your dots, and this will spread, and that's what you want it to do. All right, I'm going to go and add some more red, and I just keep going until the whole thing is covered. You don't want white spaces in there, so you're just gonna cover it up. Isn't this fun? Okay, now I'll go back and add some yellow again. Kind of fill in where you have some open spaces. And what will happen is, let me pull in some more blue. Your colors will blend, and you'll get other colors, like, you know, yellow and blue makes green. So where you have yellow and blue, you'll end up with some green when you didn't use green at all. Okay. I'm gonna take a scrap of paper and do some mixing and stamping to see if it's ready. Now, I'm gonna do, once I stamp this, look, I've got ink on my fingers. Once I stamp this, I'm gonna go over top of it with the outline, and that's how I got the black around the stamp, because this one has an outline. So I'm going to do this. Okay, it is definitely ready. All right, and I totally forgot to wet my chamois, so I'm going to take my other baby wipe and throw it in here, and I'm going to use it to clean, and we're ready to start. This one's going to be a lot brighter than the one yesterday. I added a lot more ink than yesterday. So let's see. First thing I want to do is I want to stamp my flower. And if you don't want your flower to be as bright, then take and use a less ink. All right, so now I'm going to stamp my card background. Oop, muddy. When you do this, you want to put it in the center, and I'm going to try stamping off and see what I get. There we go. So that one will be dark. I'm going to do some off stamping. Once you put this down, don't move it around, because if you do, you'll get a muddy mess, because some colors, when they mix, they make brown. And this will lighten as you use it more. Okay, I have to admit, I like the one from yesterday more, but that's okay. Now that I have my images created, I'm going to take this. If you want to use it again, remember, put it in an airtight container and you can save it. I'm going to take my outline stamp and my Memento Black, and I am going to stamp, it's stuck, I gotta line it up. There we go. Now I have my outline. again, I'm going to line that one up. And this one. And there we go. All right, so our background is created. Now I want to take, and I'm going to use my snips, and I'm going to cut this one out. This is definitely really dark. I kind of like it though too. So we have a combination. We have the one from yesterday that's light, and I'll bring it in so you can see the comparison as I cut. And this is an easy fussy cut. It's not a big deal. I know I have a few ladies who don't like to fussy cut, but that's okay. I can do it. If you're going to do something like this and you do have to cut, some of those other ones I had framelits or punches, but if you do have to cut, make sure you get an image that's not too detailed because you'll go crazy trying to cut it out if it is. Okay, and I am almost done. When you fussy cut, you leave a little white edge around it. All right, there we go. It is done. Now it's time to put our card together. So I'm using my crushed curry card base, and I'm folding it in half. All right, I've got my card base ready to go. I want to add my ribbon first. So I'm going to take my ribbon and I'm going to cut. This one's a little closer to the edge than the other one was. Cut my piece. Then I'm going to take my tear and tape and I'm going to cut two pieces so that I can sandwich my ribbon in between my two pieces. And see, before I even started, I got ink on there from my fingers. So I flipped it over and use the other side. Now I'm going to take my backing off and add my ribbon. I think I'm going to get it off. Okay, there. Now I'm going to put my ribbon on here. Fold it over and wrap it around like so. And then I'm going to put another piece of tear and tape on the top. Be careful not to hit my fingers like I did last time. Those scissors are pointy and sharp. All right, I'm going to take this off. All right, I'm going to use my pokey tool because my fingernails are horrible. There's that one off. I'm not real good at using the pokey tool to get it off. I usually use my fingers. And now I need to put some glue on the back so that it's all stuck down. Okay. All right, now there's even some purple in this one, which I didn't, yeah, there is purple in that one. When you do this, make sure your baby wipes don't have a pattern to them. That can come out, unless you want that. All right, now I'm going to add my tiny little piece of sequins to have some bling on there. So I'm going to take my ribbon, I'm going to wrap it around, pull it tight. I'm going to lay my sequins on top, and then I'm going to tie another knot. And then that's the sequins is sandwiched in between the two, like so. I'm going to trim my ribbon up. I may need to trim that shorter, it just depends. I'll have to wait and see. All right, so we're almost done. I'm going to take my flour, and I'm going to add some dimensionals to the back to put it down on my card. And I think I'm going to add one other piece because I want one in the middle. This one is bowed a little because it was so wet compared to the other one. So I'm just going to put another dimensional in the center. And all right, I'm going to put that one right there. And then to go with my bling, I'm going to pull in our, and I had them right here. Where did it go? I just had it all sitting right here. Does this ever happen to you? I get all set up, ready to go, and then, oh, there they are. It got moved when I had to go get the computer. All right, and now I'm going to take one of our really large faceted gems, the clear ones. I love these things. Mine usually goes flying. Again, these are, I'm going to do what I do with my other ones. I'm going to bend it, the plastic, so I can get my pokey tool underneath and put it in there. And there we go. So, there you go. Two entirely different cards. I used the exact same colors. I think there was more yellow in that, whereas this one I tried to even it out some. So, lots of things, you know, as you can see, if you didn't want it to off-stamp it, then you would have lots of bright colors on there. All right, let's get this one turned around. So, what did you think of that one? Did you like it? I'm always looking for ideas. If you have something you want to see on my Facebook Live, let me know. I won't do it next Wednesday at 2. I will be at 1 because I have some ladies coming for class at 2. So next Wednesday at 1, and I might just switch it to Wednesday at 1 because then I don't have to worry about it. I'm not interfering with anything else. So I hope you enjoyed this one. And again, you'll get a laugh because believe me, only me can have all of these issues and have it hit the button, stop, freeze, whatever. But at least I give you a laugh on Wednesdays. Thanks for coming in, ladies. Have a great day.